guys doing? This lockdown has turned everyone into master chefs, hasn't it? Everyone is cooking wonderful dishes at home, and homemade is always the best. Key to health is homemade. Have you tried baking bread yet? Check out my recipe. It's a whole wheat bread and a no knead recipe. Extremely easy to make. Anyone can make it. You just need a bit of patience. Let's check out the recipe. Bowl. Take 2 teaspoons of sugar. To this, add warm water. Make sure the water is warm enough for the sugar to dissolve quickly. Quantity of water is approximate. You can take some initially and then as and when required. Take 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Mix it thoroughly. The yeast requires a warm and a sweet environment to activate. Keep this aside for 10 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you can see bubbles formed on the surface, which means the yeast is activated and ready to use. Take 3 cups of whole wheat flour. To this, add 2 teaspoons of salt. Some roasted flaxseed powder. This is completely optional. Some cooking oil. It could be any oil that you use in your regular cooking. Mix it well. Add the water to this flour. Add some initially. Mix it well. Add the rest of it too. If you think you need some more water, please go ahead and add some warm water. The goal is to form a nice, soft, sticky dough. There shouldn't be any dry flour that is seen. It should have absorbed the water really well. Is the sticky dough consistency. We are now going to let it rest for 3 full hours. This is called proofing, which means that we are going to let the yeast do its job, which is rising the dough. Remove the air and wrap it in a plastic wrap. You could also cover it with a cloth or a lid. The main aim is to make it airtight. Let it rest now. After 3 hours, you can see the dough is already risen. Let us remove the plastic wrap. You can see the gluten formation. Scrape it out from the sides and put it together. We are not kneading the dough here, and so we have proofed it for a longer time. If you wish to knead the dough, the proofing time reduces. But this is an easier process. Here is a bread pan which I have greased with butter. Take the dough on a platform and dust it with dry flour. We are now going to pat it well and bring it to a shape, a rectangular shape, which can be put in the bread pan. Since it's a sticky dough, it's a bit tricky to knead it. But having said that, of course you can knead it really well. But we are skipping that process and we are giving more proofing time. Fold it from both sides. Rectangular shape that you need. Place it in the bread pan. You can see that right now there is enough space in the pan, but we are going to proof it again for 1 full hour, after which you can see it will rise some more. I'm now going to cover it with a plastic bag. You can use the cling film again or cover it with a cloth and a lid, whichever way you prefer. After 1 hour, you can see, wow! So all the empty space that it had earlier has been filled up, and it has risen as well. Before baking it, let us coat it with some milk. This is normal room temperature milk. Coat it evenly on all the exposed areas of the dough. Take some sesame seeds and sprinkle on the dough. Tap this gently so that the seeds stick to the dough. Wow, and bake it. The bread has been baked for 25 minutes at 180 degrees. After baking, allow it to cool for at least 2 hours. And then loosen up the edges so that you can take it off easily. The smell of freshly baked bread is just so good. Let us now cut it into pieces.
Have it as a toast, bread butter jam, egg on toast, whichever way you like. And that is the whole wheat bread for you. It's much better than store-bought bread. Try it out.
I hope you have liked my recipe. Definitely try it out and let me know in the comment section how it turned out to be. Do subscribe to my channel, and until next time, bye-bye.